Okay, now we're doing Godzilla X MechaGodzilla. These are the two theater exclusives for that film. MechaGodzilla done in black vinyl with, it's actually more like a gunmetal, which is really cool. The black vinyl. The armor, the backpack, the cannons are done in dark gray, charcoal gray, I guess, you know. And then his mechanics between the ankles, the stomach, thighs are done in metallic gray. You know, not shiny metallic, but really nicely done. Something about black MechaGodzillas that I just think really kick ass. You know, they're just really cool, really damn cool. The figure, what I like about this over here is because it's black. If you look close, it has the red right under his eyes, down the cheekbone, I guess we'll call it, and his eyes are done in a yellowy orange. And as always, the tag has MechaGodzilla on it, signifying it's a theater exclusive. So, that's the MechaGodzilla. Kiru. Steel Dragon. Now, Godzilla, on the other hand, awesome. I really dig this figure. This is one of my other favorite theater exclusives. Godzilla is done in a frosted clear vinyl. He has, you know, white highlights. This is not just to give the ice look, because, you know, MechaGodzilla had the, what is it, the freeze thing? Sub-Zero cannon, whatever the hell. Really nicely done. The dorsal plates are all done in a frosted blue, really ice blue, I guess we'll call it. Really cool. Figures, both these figures are the 8-inch scale. Godzilla has the theater exclusive sticker on it. You know, they stopped using the round stickers that were golds, which I thought were pretty cool, so they just went for a little bit more of a, you know, a squared off approach, but whatever, it's just a sticker, let you know it's a theater exclusive. This one's really nice. I really dig this one. Now, with these, be careful. There are bootlegs out there of these figures. I think they suck. They suck. I don't buy bootlegs. I won't buy bootlegs. What pisses me off about the bootlegs of these is that these freaking people are out there selling them for like 35, 40 bucks. I'm like, come on. I'm like, oh, no thanks. So the bootleg of this, there was like multiple colors of it. They're just horrendous. You know, but there's a bootleg that looks very similar to this one. So be careful. Don't buy the bootlegs. They suck. Okay? So those are the theater exclusives. Alright, so now what we got here are the event exclusives. First up, we got the Ito Yokado. Am I pronouncing that right? Yeah, maybe. And the Link Science MechaGodzilla. Okay, so these are event exclusives. I don't even know if this has anything signifying on the tag that it's an event exclusive. There's no sticker on it. Maybe there's just some extra writing on here that I don't know about fully. But, this is what the... Come on! Pissing me off. Whatever. Hang tags. Sometimes they get annoying and I do want to pull them off. Pain in my ass. But, anyway, the Ito Yokado Godzilla here, all in translucent red vinyl. It does look really badass. I tell you what, eventually when I have enough room to display everything, when I have all these Godzillas lined up, it's going to look really cool. So, this is the Ito Yokado, all red vinyl, clear translucent, nothing too spectacular about it, no additional gold glitter, nothing, no paint highlights or nothing, it's all red, really cool. The Link Science, now this was an event exclusive for a Link Science Expo, I believe, in Japan. Well, obviously it was in Japan. And about this figure, he doesn't have any of the backpack, no armor, he's all done like in gunmetal black. Okay? Really neat. Again, black MechaGodzillas, there was something about doing them all in black, it looks really cool. And that's the Link Science version. It does have, now on the tag itself, on the back side of the tag, it does have an additional sticker put on it, signifying that it was, you know, MechaGodzilla 2003. This also does sport, is it a single card? It is bifold. You know what, let's open it up, let's see. I don't really never looked at these too much. Ooh, that's in there good. Should I pull it out? Ooh, okay, there we go. Bifold. Ooh, so you know what they were doing on these figures, the bifold, is they had all of the movie monster lineup. So we'll get a picture of that. So that was the inside. So that's it. Tag is very similar to the standard version of it, but it just has the stickers on this signifying that it was specific to that Link Science release. Sorry, I'm not looking at you. I hate when I'm looking, you know, I'm talking down at you. Anyway, so that's the Godzilla X MechaGodzilla exclusive. Okay? Moving on! to Godzilla X MechaGodzilla X Mothra Tokyo SOS. These are all the theater exclusives for this film. We have Mothra Larva, MechaGodzilla, Godzilla, and Mothra Adult, okay? So, for these figures, Godzilla is done, we'll start with Godzilla. Godzilla is done in a, I guess we're going to go with charcoal gray vinyl. And then the dorsal plates are highlighted in silver with blue going down the back. Aqua blue, I would say. And then the front of the figure is done with a lime green. With highlights on the head, lime green, and across the belly and the chest, down to the legs. Really cool. This one's okay. You know, it's not as cool as the ice blue one from the previous film. Again, these are all in the 8-inch scale when Bandai was doing 8-inch figures again for the newer films. MechaGodzilla, theater exclusive. This is done in black, silver highlights. Okay. Got backpack on there. Pretty cool. You know, another black MechaGodzilla. There's like a ton of them. A ton. Pretty basic. Got your safety card. Mothra Larva. Done in a translucent sepia color, almost like the Edgy Tizabura figure. But this is the standard version of the Mothra Larva. Now, mind you, there was 2 Mothra Larvas released for the film. One is like this. The other one, here, because I have them out. The other one's got a curl tail. See that? He's got a curl tail. So the theater exclusive version of him was just done with the straight version. And the other standard version put away somewhere. Okay? So you got the sepia Mothra Larva, 8-inch scale. Pretty cool. The eyes on him are painted dark blue almost, aqua blue. Now, this Mothra has translucent clear vinyl wings with yellow highlights starting at the base of the, working its way from the tips of the wing. And the paint job for the rest of the figure is pretty much identical to the standard version. And because I have him nearby, I have him out, we'll do a little bit of comparison. So you have the standard version and your theater exclusive version, okay? It's freaking tags, always getting away. And this is why people pull them off. I like to keep them on, but, so those are the differences. Let's do belly side, guys. Underneath, see? And that's the difference between standard and the theater exclusive. Alright? Now, what's next? The other event exclusives. Get out of the way. Alright, moving on. Event exclusives for Godzilla Tokyo SOS. Abbreviate the damn title. Start over here with the green one. Now, it looks green, right? But if you hold it under a light, it almost looks aqua blue. But, to your eye, without any additional light on the surface of the figure, it looks green. So, this is the HMV version of the Godzilla figure, okay? HMV, I'm not really sure what that is. I think it's some store or something in Japan. You know what it is, leave it in the comments section. There's a couple people out there that probably know a little bit more about it than I do. But the figure was done in the 8-inch scale, same mold as the standard version of the Godzilla figure by Bandai. It is just done in the clear, greenish blue vinyl. No glitter, no highlights or nothing. It's much like the Ito Yokado Godzilla from the previous film. The figure was done in all clear red vinyl. So this one's all clear blue-green. Okay? Sports on the tag that it has, it's an HMV release. And that's really it about it, One good thing about these figures is Godzilla has a closed mouth. From this film. Okay, the next one we have, now this is the Ito Yokado Godzilla 2004. Much like the HMV version, this one is done in just a smoke gray clear translucent vinyl. So you hold it up to light and you can see right through them, and that's really much it. Not too much to it. I'm fumbling over here my words, but that's it. It's just gray. Clear gray translucent vinyl. The MechaGodzilla, again, another black MechaGodzilla. But this one is a little different than the other ones. It is in a clear translucent black. Okay? You hold them to a light and you can see through them at various points of the light emitting through. pretty cool. He's got the backpack and the armor on this, and there's no highlights at all, no additional coloring, no glitter, just bare bones, clear, translucent. Now on this one, it's got the sticker on here, how much they were selling this for in Japan, for 2,000 yen. So that's about we'll just say about $20 if you base off the exchange rates right now at this time. But they were selling this for 2,000 yen. So figure about 18, 19 bucks right now. But that was when they were selling it brand new. So this is not worth. This is a little bit more in value right now. Okay. All right. So those are the Tokyo SOS event exclusive figures. Okay. Moving on. You guys still with me here? I know this is a long video. I know. We're at Godzilla Final Wars now. Okay? So, what we're looking at here is the theater exclusives for Godzilla Final Wars. We have Godzilla, Rodan, and Anguirus. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is, why is Anguirus and Rodan smaller than Godzilla? They're out of scale. Godzilla was done in the 8-inch scale, while Anguirus and Rodan were done in the 6-inch scale. Kind of sucks that they didn't keep them in scale. You know, I think it would have been awesome to have another 8-inch Anguirus, you know, they kept in scale with Godzilla. Rodan, you know, they could have passed for it being in 6-inch scale, but it would have been nice if they kept all the figures in the same scale. Okay? So, Godzilla is in a awesome, clear, almost clear. It is clear. You can see through. It's translucent. He's got translucent clear blue, aqua blue to him, with white highlights on the dorsal plates. Some highlights on the fingernails and the toes. This is beautiful. I really love this figure. It's an awesome theater exclusive. It's not just your plain Jane single color translucent vinyl. You know, it looks really, really well. So, you know, what's to look for when Godzilla was in the ice in the beginning of the film? Okay, really nicely done. Awesome. Rodan and Anguirus, they're done in a brownish colors. Rodan has kind of a brick brown red to it. You got the highlights on both figures done. Some black highlights on Rodan down the stomach. Anguirus has some lighter brown highlights on the dorsal plates, on his spikes, head, tail, and you know, it's very, you know, it's different from the standard version of them. So is Rodan. You know, both figures had different colors, but these are the theater exclusives. Like the so you know what I notice now is that they stopped putting stickers on the theater exclusive. So now, as the theater exclusive is, it just simply is printed onto the tag. So they stopped putting stickers on them. But, you know, it does signify on the tags that these are theater exclusives. Okay? So these are the theater exclusive Anguirus, Rodan, and Godzilla. Get this one. This is worth the money. These two, whatever. Alright? Next! Okay, we're still on Godzilla Final Wars. So what we're looking at here are, this is the Ito Yokado. You know, I don't really know what was up with Ito Yokado. I don't know who he was, or what the event was, or whatever it really means. Look it up. Do some research. Somebody let me know. But this is the Ito Yokado white Godzilla. He's in a cloud white vinyl. And yes, it's translucent, but the dorsal plates are highlighted with white paint. That you can definitely see. Really nicely done. Some highlights of white on the legs. Let me get a look at them over here. And, you know, there's some spray, white sprayed on the chest and the stomach area. This is another nice one. I like this one. This one now, we're looking at the two HMV Godzilla and Anguirus. Both done in just simple gray vinyl. Not translucent at all, but Godzilla and Anguirus, do they have some highlights on them? Yeah, very subtle. Anguirus has some subtle highlights on the toenails and the face and the spikes. Godzilla, do you have any highlights? Let me see. Let me look at you. Yep, just the toenails. The dorsal plates have a lighter gray highlight on them. Get out of the way. See? Okay. This is okay. This is my least favorite of the event exclusives and the theater exclusives. Definitely the blue one, then this one, then that one. But, you know, I'm a nut. I had to have them all. So those are the Godzilla Final Wars event exclusives and theater exclusives. So what do we got next? Let's see. Did I miss anything? usually start. Anyway, alright, so now you're done laughing at me. Alright, so what we're looking at here, we got 2 MechaGodzillas, 2 Jet Jaguars. We're going to start off with the clear MechaGodzilla, okay? This is a show exclusive. Which show? I don't know. I don't really know. But it's MechaGodzilla 75, all clear vinyl. Again, now like I said earlier in the video, you want to keep these out of sunlight, keep them away from cigarette smoke because they will turn your figures and tarnish them in a nasty yellow. It will look like shit, okay? Don't hurt your fresh vinyl like that. That's so mean. But this is pretty cool. This came out in 2002. It does sport a sticker on it signifying it's a show exclusive. 6-inch scale. Bam. Pretty cool, right? Really neat. Now, these three, the 3 Stooges over here, we have... Gosh, see, you know, just don't touch. Don't touch. These are Hyper Hobby. Okay? Understand? These are, I'll play with MechaGodzilla because he's a little bit easy to touch here. But these are released by Hyper Hobby. Basically, the 2 Jet Jaguars, they are supposed to signify that they are from the Godzilla Island show. So if you ever watched that, got around to seeing it, that was a show from 1998 that used figures. And that's what spawned the first 12 6-inch figures to be released in 1998 called the Godzilla Island line. Which was another story. We'll get into that at another point in time. So there was a fireman Jet Jaguar, and then there was a medical Jet Jaguar. Fireman, medical. Hence, he's got the cross painted on his chest, okay? MechaGodzilla, all done black. Again, yeah, another black MechaGodzilla. This one is just all black. The only thing, the difference is his eyes are painted orange. Now, the 50th anniversary Memorial Box MechaGodzilla has the MG2 painted in red on his arm. This is just all done black, okay? But the tags are very similar to the movie monster lineup, the pink tags that came out, but these were released in 2007. So they do have the Godzilla license sticker on there with the Marvel Godzilla. I'm really fumbling my words, so I'm trying to talk fast. I'm sorry, guys. But it's got 2007 on it. Hyper Hobby in the top corner. And MechaGodzilla on there. Okay? Pretty neat. Okay? So those are these guys. Hyper Hobby and a show exclusive. Pretty cool. I like this one. Different from all the black ones, you know? Alright. Alright, we're getting down nitty gritty. We're almost done here. Alright, so what we're looking at here is Bandai Museum Melting Godzilla set. These were released all 3 together. They fall under the Bandai Museum label. They were done and released in 2003. All 3 figures sport these white tags. It says Bandai Museum on there, Meltdown Godzilla, and just some trademark information. I don't really know too much about them other than they're done by Bandai Museum and they were done in 2003, and they all came together. And this is supposed to be a Meltdown Godzilla, but it's done in just a simple reddish pink vinyl. This one is very similar to the Glitter Godzilla, but he's done in a black smoke clear vinyl with glitter. Is it on him, injected into him? It's a little bit of both. It's in the vinyl, but it won't flake off. So when you handle him, you're not going to get glitter on your fingers. This is supposed to be the Meltdown Godzilla. There was a theater Meltdown, and then there was this version, which is kind of similar to the Forever series Meltdown Godzilla, which was in the 8-inch scale. Which now reminded me, I don't have the Toy Dreams Project stuff out, so we'll talk about that in a minute. So these 3 figures were released together, part of the Bandai Museum lineup, and here we are. Okay, 6-inch scale, very similar to the standard 8-inch Burning Godzilla mold, except they just, they shrunk them down, and this is what you have. Cool set. Picked these up a while ago. I think I got them when they first came out off of a seller from Japan. Okay? Alright, bam! Well, I think that concludes this video. I pretty much tried to cover everything that I have, that I physically have, as far as event exclusives, theater exclusives, and anything else that fell under these categories of, not your standard Bandai figures. There was some significance to its release. please take note. There is some stuff out there that I don't have that is really rare. There is a red 6-inch Gigan, a Final Wars Gigan. I don't know the history on that figure. There was only a few made. I don't know the exact number. My buddy Brandon Shields has one. And I do know the figure is made in a red translucent vinyl. And I think it has glitter in the vinyl in that figure. So that's pretty cool. There was the green Orca, the green Godzilla 2000. I don't have those. What else is there? You know, there's some other stuff out there. You know, some rare figures, you know, in very limited quantities. But, you know, I tried to cover everything that I have as best as I could. If I screwed something up, please let me know. But I think I got everything. I think. Yeah, also, there's a Toys Dreams Projects figures. They were released in box sets. There's Meltdown Godzilla. There was, it comes in a small, it's a 6-inch figure. He looks very similar to the Forever series. I don't know if you can see it, but it's the Forever series. Yeah, I'll pull them up. The Toys Dream Project Meltdown Godzilla looks very, very similar to this, except it's in the 6-inch scale. It comes in a box, and it comes with a little, like, bottle cap, bobblehead Godzilla. So, there's that one. Pretty cool. But, there was the MechaGodzilla and Godzilla, was it Tokyo SOS? No, Godzilla X MechaGodzilla Toys Dream Project set that came with a Godzilla with blue fins. The figure was an 8-inch scale. Then there was the MechaGodzilla. He's got the blacked out eye. And it came with 2 little Mothra fairies, and that comes in a box. There was also, see, there's stuff I don't have out, guys. There's also the Toys Dream Project Godzilla 75 and Titanosaurus. Those were released in a box together. Different paint jobs than their standard release. And then there was the Toys Dream Project Godzilla 55 and Anguirus. Godzilla was done in a frost ice blue, and Anguirus was done in a translucent fire red look to him, you know, to give that effect from the film. So there's a lot of stuff out here. You know, there's a lot. I mean, I've tried to cover as much stuff as I can, but that's all I got. This video is a request by Ryan Bullard up in Canada. Woohoo! I don't know what that was. So, thanks for watching. If you stayed all the way to the end of this video, I thank you very much, and I'm just going to close it out with buy vinyl, fresh vinyl. Coffee's cold. See you guys later. Ciao. Planet X, we're the best.